Hi, welcome back to my channel Infinity for UPSC. Solar system in detail. So, Sun is at the center. Then we have got the 8 planets. Remember this in the correct order. It is important for your MCQ. So, what is the order? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. This is the order. Order is important. Now we have got an asteroid belt in between Mars and Jupiter. So where is the asteroid belt? Between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Another potential MCQ. Asteroid belt, the position between Mars and Jupiter. Now these 8 planets, they are divided into 2 categories. One is inner planets, second one outer planets. On what basis are they divided? They are divided on the basis of the distance from the sun. That is, the first 4 planets which are closer to sun, they are called as inner planets. And the remaining 4 planets which are little away from sun, they are called as outer planets. So inner planets and outer planets. What are the inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Outer planets? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So that was inner planets and outer planets. Now there are 2 more terms that you need to understand. One is revolution, another one rotation. So orbiting around the sun, that is moving around the sun, is called as revolution, and spinning on axis, that is moving around the axis of the planet, is called as rotation. So this is revolution and this is rotation. Now the period of the rotation and revolution of each of these planets are given here, but do not by heart these things. I will give you a trick. Because of that trick you will be able to at least eliminate the options in case it comes in your MCQ. Now let us look at the revolution time of each of these planets. Mercury 88 days, Venus 255 days, 365 days, 687 days, 12 years, 29 years, 84 years, 164 years. So what does that mean? That means the revolution time of each of these planets, they are increasing. And how are they increasing? They are increasing exponentially. So this one fact you need to remember, the revolution time increases as the order of the planet increases. Now what is the reason of this increasing number? Now there are several factors which should come into picture, that is mass, velocity and distance. Let us keep the mass and velocity aside as of now and let us just have a look at the distance factor. So what is the distance that each of these planets have to cover? For that we will have to look at the movement of these planets. How are they moving? They are moving around the sun along a fixed path which is known as orbit. So Mercury is moving along this orbit. It will not leave this orbit and it will be traveling around this circular path only. What is the case of Venus? Same. That means each of these planets, they are revolving around the sun along a fixed path which is called as orbit. Now let us look at the path that each of these have to travel. Mercury, the circular shape is small. Venus is little bigger, but it appears to us that it is only little bigger as compared to Mercury. But if you need to know the actual size, you will have to look at the figure. So the figure which is given here, this is the distance. So Mercury, it has to cover 58 million kilometer. What is the meaning of million? Million means you have to add 6 zeros. So 58 and 6 zeros. This is the distance that Mercury has to cover. Venus 108. 108 million kilometer. Okay. So now 58 and 108. That means it is almost double. Then 150, 228, 778, 1427, 2869, 4496. So what do you see here? Here also the distance that each of these are supposed to travel, that distance is also increasing exponentially. The way this figure is increasing, the same way this distance is also increasing. That is, we can at least conclude that it is the distance which is affecting the revolution time. See, we have very conveniently kept the mass and velocity part aside and we have just taken into consideration the distance part. But I think that trick will help you to at least remember these figures or at least get you an idea of how to eliminate the options in case it has been asked. So that is the reason I have explained you the distance part. So I hope the revolution time is clear to you. See, if you know the revolution time of Earth, you know the previous 2 elements, That is, the previous two planets, they have got decreasing order, and then you have got increasing order. And when you come to Jupiter, that is when you reach the outer planets, it is in years. That is, it is exponentially increasing, 12, 29, 84, 164, doubling every time. So I hope this is clear to you. So that was about the revolution time. Now you need to take a note of one more fact, and that is about the composition. That is, the inner planets are made up of rocks and the outer planets are made up of liquid or gases. So that means the inner planets, which are small, these are made up of rocks. What have we learnt? Inner planets could be made up of solid, liquid or gas. Anything is possible in case of smaller planets. But here what is the composition? Solid. Now if you look at the outer planets, you will see that these three are very huge as compared to the inner planets. So these three are made up of liquids and gases. Now if you look at Neptune, this is very small. This is almost like Mercury or Earth. So this is small. But even though it is small, it is made up of liquid and gas. So we had seen that the reverse is not necessarily true. That is, the smaller ones could be made up of any three states, but the bigger ones should be made up of liquid or gas. And something which is very huge as sun must be made up of gas. So I hope that concept is very clear now. So that's all from my side for this topic. Please like, share and subscribe this channel if it is helping you. And I'll be back with the next video very soon. Thank you so much.